You will not believe the lengths Ginger Lynn went to when she decided to put her whole self out there for the world to see. She held nothing back. Every curve, every moment, every bit of her body was on full display in a way that left almost nothing hidden. People still talk about it today because she did not just dip a toe into that world. She jumped in with both feet and became one of the biggest names of her time. Stick around until the very end of this video because her story has turns you will not see coming, and the final part will change how you look at everything she did. Ginger started out as a regular young woman trying to make ends meet. She had moved to California to help care for her grandfather after he got sick. When he passed, she found herself needing money and looking for work that paid better than the long hours she was putting in at a record store. One day she answered an ad for figure models. That single choice opened a door she never planned to walk through. The photos came easy to her. She felt comfortable in her own skin and had no shame about showing her body. Those pictures led to magazine spreads that people noticed right away. From there, the offers for adult films started coming in. She said yes. In a short span of time, she went from modeling to performing in full adult movies. Her first feature was shot in a beautiful location far from home, and she turned a year older while filming it. The money was better than anything she had seen before. She later said she made more in a couple of weeks than she had in years of regular work. But it was not just the cash that pulled her in. She discovered she enjoyed the freedom of it. She liked the attention and the fact that she could be open about sex in a way most people only dreamed about. The cameras rolled and she gave everything. She did not hold back. Directors and producers saw that spark and kept calling her back. What set her apart was how natural she looked on screen. She had that girl next door face mixed with a bold willingness to go all the way. Fans ate it up. In just a couple of years, she became one of the top names in the business. She appeared in dozens of films. Some were short loops made for peep shows. Others were full-length features shot on real film with bigger budgets. She even got her own series of videos. Awards followed. She took home honors for Best New Starlet and other top prizes. People in the industry ranked her among the greatest of all time. She was the first contract star for one of the biggest adult companies of the era, a move that locked in her status. Through it all, she bared it all. Just like the title says, little was left to the imagination. She performed with energy and real enjoyment that came through on camera. Partners and directors later talked about how she brought a fresh, fun quality to the work. It felt less forced and more like she was simply being herself. That honesty made her stand out in a crowded field. Fans who rented the tapes or watched in theaters felt like they were seeing someone real, not just another performer going through the motions. She became a household name in circles that followed adult entertainment, and her face on a box cover was enough to sell copies. Then, almost as fast as she rose, she stepped away. After a few intense years, she felt burned out. The constant work, the loss of privacy, and the sense that she was losing track of who she was outside the films all piled up. She wanted more. She studied acting for years and tried to break into regular movies and television. She landed parts in a string of lower-budget films and even appeared in a major music video. For a while, it looked like she might leave that earlier chapter completely behind. She used her full name and hoped people would see her as more of the star of those adult titles. Life outside the industry brought its own challenges. She dealt with money troubles that landed her in legal trouble over taxes. She served a short time in prison and came out determined to keep going. She also had high-profile relationships that put her in the spotlight for different reasons. Through the ups and downs, she stayed resilient. Years later, she returned to adult films for a comeback that surprised many. Even in her later work, she did not hold back. She still showed the same boldness that made her famous the first time around. Fans who had followed her from the beginning welcomed her back, and new viewers discovered her for the first time. Looking back, Ginger has spoken openly about the good and the hard parts. She has said the early days felt like a close family of people working together in a small industry. The productions were bigger and more glamorous than what came later. She has also admitted that the work took a personal toll and that she sometimes lost sight of herself. Still, she stands by the choices she made. She has talked about writing her own story so people can hear it in her words. She has tried other creative paths too, from painting to other projects that keep her busy. Her story is not just about the films or the fame. It is about a young woman who needed money, found an unexpected path, and decided to give it everything she had. She bared it all in front of the camera and left little to the imagination, just as the title promises. That willingness turned her into a legend in her field. Even now, people still search for her name and watch the old titles. The boldness she showed continues to draw attention decades later. What makes her journey stand out is how fully she committed. Many people dip into that world and hold something back. Ginger did not. From the first photo shoots to the full features and even the later return, she put herself out there without apology. That honesty is rare. It is why her name still carries weight. Whether you see her as a trailblazer or simply as someone who lived without filters, the facts remain the same. She took the leap, became a star, stepped away, faced hard times, and kept moving forward. If you have watched this far, you already know the story is more layered than a simple rise and fall. The early comfort with her body, the rapid climb, the awards, the exit, the struggles, and the return all fit together into one remarkable life. Stay curious about the people behind the screen. Their paths are rarely simple, and Ginger's is proof of that. If you enjoyed this look into her story, give the video a like so more people can find it. Drop a comment below and tell me what part surprised you the most or which of her films you remember. Subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching all the way to the end.